welcome to the new look. That side, this side. The new look. Flory Models live show. So we've all got our own little, system, windows, whatever you want to call it. So, look, how cool's that? So we're now fully interactive with everything, in theory, with this.
Yes, you get a proper view of us all, don't you, rather than the crop view as well.
Yeah, that's it. It's full view. So, but also what we can do, just good evening, everyone. It's actually, you can all hear us okay, but also I can see you lot as well because your chat's up in here now as well. So we're all down in here. But so you can have like a me, and you've still got the other guys as well. So when I'm like completely cocking it up and all the rest of it, you can see them all pulling funny faces. All right. So we got that. Or we've got a John, look, with the others, and we can all make fun of him as well. That's it.
So how are you supposed to pick your nose now when you can't?
You can't now anymore. You're on full time. So there's no shirking off nowadays. All right. And then obviously we've got Matt and Lola, my mate now, my best mate. Sorry, Lola. Luna, wrong one. My Betty mate. I'll go and get a bone in a minute and wave it at the screen.
No, don't, please.
And we've got a Nathan look all down in here as well. Or you can just have me, and obviously we've got other bits and pieces and other goodies on here as well. So this is the sort of the plan for this. Ideally, when we're doing build nights, of course, what we want to do is obviously show you interesting things. So the whole point to this is that when we are, we will be flitting between us all. So one of us is doing interesting things, like Luna, for instance. We can just flick over and do things like that. So that's the plan. And then obviously when we're doing down views and all stuff like that, we've still got the other guys as it's being done and all this type of stuff. So that's the plan. I don't know. Feedback, everybody. Let us know what you think.
Jamie's on, but he says he can't stop long because he's got the guys coming over to his converted garage pub.
Oh. Fair enough.
His converted garage.
Oh, okay. Very nice too. Right, so anyway, the big news is, don't forget, we have now got the official chat thing has gone up now for the next video build, which I only just put up just before we came live on air. All right, so you can see, we can see the voting live. All right, so you guys can go off and vote now on which one you want to do. So, in one, obviously it's spoken about yesterday, Tuesday, with Matt, with this one. So this is the Mendoza. Right, or we've got the obviously the Abrams, and just to put this into area, if I do this, we were talking about faded boxes, right?
Yeah.
So it should be like that, yeah.
It shows how old they are.
So it shows how old they are, and it's just been sat in my stash. So yeah, so anyway, we got that. You know what? I thought Tempest was under that for a minute. Or we've got that. So you can pick which one you want me to do. So the voting is up now. It's up in the video builds area. All right. So if I, there you go. That's the voting live. So we'll be popping back to this throughout the show. Let me just refresh it, see if it's changed any different, because John voted it up. Oh, look. So the Dozer is definitely in the lead there.
Or if you want him to build a mini art stub, just tag that on the bottom. But
unfortunately, it couldn't go in. I could only do 3.
We could add it. I'm sure we could edit it in.
You know what? It is here. I was going to put it on, and then I'm looking at it. I was like, can't do it. Can't do it. So, yes. So that one is up in there as well. So anyway, I hope you're all doing very good at home and going through. See, look, we can have the chat on now. We can see what you're doing in there as well.
Hello, chat.
That's the thing. So hello, chat. Hello to everybody who's down in chat, chat world. So there you go. Good evening. Also, we are live on YouTube, everybody. Although the YouTube chat isn't on, because obviously we need to talk about what is going to be happening on Saturday, which is our big one for Saturday, isn't it? So Saturday, we've got a series. And to be honest, I've got all the stuff, but it's on the other computer. I haven't put it onto this one yet. And basically, we're going to be on with you from 10 in the morning until midday. 2 till 4 or maybe 5, whatever we finish down in there, and then we'll be back in the evening between sort of 7:30 and 9 as well on Saturday. So this will be our special Easter type build, and as we can see, Nathan's got the smallest dryer.
Yeah, this is what I keep the garage warm with. Busy drying my sea area.
That's one way of doing it. Health and safety, everyone.
Safety.
That's it. That's fine. You can
This is the
carry
thing. I
on.
can't get away with it now. I can't hide in the background when you switch.
No,
out.
you can't do it
No.
now. This is it. You're out there. No picking your nose or eating or just going away and coming back later.
Oh,
So-
God, see,
Could just turn the camera off.
You have to put your overhead down if you need to do something sneaky. But yes, so anyway, that is the plan. So obviously we're going to be with you all day, and PM is on board with some more great stuff, aren't you guys?
We are, yeah. Lots of percentages off kits.
Very nice. So again, we will go through all of that as well on the show and everything else. And we are building. So again, I know we have the Easter, but now we've got like Matchbox March and all the rest of it. It's sort of taken the polish off the Easter thing a bit. So, but what we're going to do is obviously it'll be a complete fun build along. So you can do the usual things with this. You can either just join in generally and just pop along and, you know, just whatever you're working on at the moment, or you might want to start a build, something over Easter, so you can start it tomorrow, finish it off on Monday, something else like that, and then obviously it'll be on the gallery on next Friday and things. So if you want to join in with any of those, you can do as well. You guys got any plans, what you're going to be doing, what you're going to hopefully get on with? John?
Some of us have got to work.
Yeah, but you're not working in the afternoon, because I know you lot, you knock off by 2.
Hey, I wish.
Oh, you got to work proper hours these days?
Some of us got proper jobs.
Oh, is that what it
Half
is?
past 2.
Yeah, he's off to 2:30 now. But you'll be on in the evening though, won't
I'll
you?
be on in the evening, yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. So you can catch up. You'll be fondling something. And Andy, what are you going to be working on?
I'm
No.
going to come with my Spitfire,
Hold
I
on.
think.
Wrong one.
So
He's
that's
given a
that.
good tutorial on how to build HGW seatbelts.
Yes.
I'm going to try and get them done off camera beforehand.
we could zoom in when you could do it. Little tiny tweezers and pulling them through.
There'll be too many swear words. It'll not be
Family.
YouTubeable.
You know, the secret to those is leave the backing paper on it until you've got the harnesses in situ all
Yeah, that makes
together.
that makes it hard to get through.
Yeah, but then they're stiff though, and they just fall. They will go through. Then take the backing off. Once you've got it through, take the backing off. Then put the next layer on. Then take the backing off. That's how I do it. I found it a lot easier. Mind you, in my defence, I've only been doing it in 24th scale stuff.
Yeah, I've done quite a few of them. All my 30 seconds, I've got HGW seatbelts, and we'll be all right.
I
You're
think
meant to roll them up into a ball before you do them, aren't you, to give them that worn look?
Yeah, I do that once they're all together though. I just,
If
you
you're
know,
doing it
roll 'em
beforehand,
up.
you can't. It's a nightmare to get through everywhere and
Hmm.
threading the needle.
yes.
so you're kneeling with a lighter.
All
What, fabric ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think a kneeling quite works on that one. Going to be a little bit of a problem trying to do that. And oh look, just live vote again. Sorry, it's changing all the time. It's got 35 votes now. Looks like the DR9 is going to be this one. Going to go through.
What time's the voting end? In about half an hour?
No, actually it's going to end in 3 days' time of when I did it. So I think that's going to be Monday then, isn't it? Or Sunday night, something like that. And so yes, that will give us our bit of a clue of what's going on with it. So, but yes, make your votes now, everybody. Give them a good vote. And we can do all of those. The other thing as well, we've got up obviously today. I can get this to go. Come on, we're doing this live. Come on. No. Oh God, in your own time. It's all very painfully slow today, I'm afraid. We've got 2 more kit reviews up for you. So the first one up we've got is obviously the 1/4 ton 4x4, because once again, they don't pay for licensing and calling it a Jeep either. So the review for this little guy is up as well. And the other one as well, which we've got just down in here, is for the Bofors gun. So we've got the Bofors, and those full reviews with all the pictures and all the rest of it are up on the main site as well. So if you want to go off and have a look at those ones, great little kits, and they are almost, well, modern day pocket money, I would say. Definitely a bit more pocket money than I used to get. But no, they're all right.
Looks fun kits, don't they?
Yes, and I must admit, thank you to everybody with the feedback. I don't know if you saw it, but loads of people were talking about how they've built these types of things and the various ones, and they're saying they've gone together really well. Nobody's really had a complaint against them.
They do look nice when they're built up.
Yes. Is it your nephew's shop's got them in?
Yeah. Yeah, he's
built
got
up.
a fantasy game shop.
And
he's got that in, obviously, for the war gaming.
Yeah.
And he's got some in the display cabinet. They do look really nice.
Didn't he give you one, John, to,
No, he's too tight for that.
Yes, no family loving that one, clearly. So, but yeah, no, the reviews are in here. So if you do want to see the pictures as well, if you just like click in on the Bofors, for instance, you've got all the high-res images. But again, looks very, very nice. Nice figures. Matt was impressed with the figures, weren't you?
I was actually, yeah. For the scale, they look really quite good. Look quite nice to paint, if that makes sense. They've got good detail on them for, like I say, for 156 scale. They're not massive by any stretch, but they're paintable.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yeah, a little bit easier than doing 70-second stuff.
I don't know. I'll tell you in a bit because I've got 2 pilots to paint in 70 seconds, so that's going to be fun.
Oh right, you're doing them this evening as a walkthrough?
No.
Can't you just do it as you did as a kid? You know, pink face, green
Well, yeah,
trousers,
exactly.
black boots, job done.
What was it? Humbro. What was Flesh? Humbro, whatever number it was.
But that's what you'd want. You definitely need those. It'll be fine in there.
Yeah, I might try a bit harder than that. Mind you, for what you're going to see, it probably won't make a blind bit of difference, will it? So I could paint him like I did when I was like 8.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, but yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Martin says, where can I get Rubicon kits from?
Us soon.
Soon to be us, yes.
The PM store, aren't they?
Or John's nephew, if you're in Taunton.
The dog's nodding.
Excalibur Games.
Hold on, is he paid for this advert?
Aye. Humble 61.
Oh, is that what it is?
Was that what it was? Umbro 61? I don't know. Probably still got a tin of it or 2. God, Umbro 61.
You'll be fine. Be lovely. And obviously, out with you tomorrow will be this. I've got to figure all this out. This is all new button presses for me. I'm not used to all of this. There we go. So that's it. Tempest is obviously all done. Beautiful little kit. I've got to mind the pitot because it's on here somewhere and I don't want to snap it off. So there we go. All done and finished.
It's cracking, isn't it?
Very, very nice. So me and Matt, like you do, we're in Trago Mills.
As you do.
To Devon or Cornwall, then you'll never know the loving thing of Trago Mills. But anyway, Matt's gone. We were looking at frames, so we've got a frame for it, and it will then come along and it will sit on here in a nice little diorama. And then I've ordered some of the XBS foam as well, which I've never done before. So we got some of that coming, and we got some figures on the way as well. So we got figures and bits and pieces coming down for it. So yes, we'll all be good. So we got that'll be the next one, but we'll do this one as a sort of separate type of thing. It will carry on over time.
Do the figures come pre-painted via Doncaster?
Yes, they do. Yeah, they're going into matte and being painted before they get sent down in here. So
God help him.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Hey, if you want a good flesh colour, we don't even sell it, but I'll advertise anyway. Court brown, whoever it is a very good flesh colour.
What
What
colours World War II Air Force gear? Is it orange? Papaya.
Papaya. Yeah, it needs papaya suits.
It's papyrus.
Oh, look.
Look how tiny these are. You know what I mean? Look at them.
Yes.
Aren't they?
There's a bit of a tiddlers.
They're the Diddy men.
Yes.
So keeping them in shot is going to be nigh impossible.
Well, we're expecting. What's wrong with the one on the left? He looks like he's had an injury in his eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
He's got goggles on.
Oh, is it goggles? Because the one on the left, he looks fine.
This one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He's got goggles on.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm just going to have to shoot off and see what my dog's doing, because it sounds like she's rummaging into it she shouldn't be. Talk amongst yourselves. She's going to be a pest tonight.
Fair enough. Not a problem. So then, Ape, how's the Sea Harrier coming along? Are you beating it?
Yeah, I've just been polishing a bit of a respray, and I'm going to be doing decals tonight.
Oh.
But the decision is I'm going to do Fleet Air Armour Indian Navy.
Right, okay.
Jury's out.
Hello. It wasn't the dog, it was the wife.
Oh. She's rummaging, is she?
She's rummaging doing something, yeah. I thought it was the dog.
Fair enough.
Anyway. crack on. We've only got an hour.
Why? Why have you got to be?
In bed. I'm absolutely knackered.
Well, you can't say we were up having late nights.
You've just had a holiday.
I was going to say, we were very rock and roll and in bed by 10:30 every night.
Oh my God.
I think one of them was 9:30.
I think one of them was a little bit before,
To be fair,
before 10.
We did do a lot of walking.
We did, yes. We were very nice. We had a nice little walk down the beach.
Yeah.
And on a very nice sunny day as well.
Yeah, and then yesterday it was absolutely chucking it down with rain.
Yes, wasn't so nice. Right. Okay, that's... Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the questions over from what we were doing on Wednesday and Thursday, because obviously we didn't do questions for Wednesday. So if I start with Wednesday's questions and I'll work into Thursday's, I think will be easier. Right, okay, so first question in Wednesday is from Glenn. He says he's got the Vallejo model colour. Oh, look, Max, this is for you. Face skin colours about 4 years ago. He's tried painting the 1/35th scale faces with them, but ends up looking like I would like them too. I assume he doesn't mean, but it looks more like the zombies Living Dead look, which would be fine. He's watched various videos and he's read some books for the many uses of the colours he has. He's made sure that the paints are thoroughly mixed. He's used a wet palette to try the usual techniques with thin layers, etc. However, it still ends up looking awful. Not sure if it's me or the paints, and he's getting a little frustrated. So he says, would you suggest trying other paints? If yes, what? Would 502 Fleshjet oils be better option to try?
No.
No?
No. No. The problem with these paint sets is they're very generic and they're very muted.
Yes.
Right? So the trick is the colours themselves are okay.
Right.
I have got, where is it? Let me just get I've got one here. Let me just, yeah, right, okay. I've got an AK one, okay?
Yeah.
I'll show you what colours you get in it, and then I'll show you. So you're going to get a generic sort of, let me just put camera back, that sort of set, aren't you?
Yeah.
Give or take. I think the Vallejo one's different, but what you're lacking in there is a red and a blue. And what you, because you'll start for dark, or you'll go for your mid-tone, then get highlights, and then go back to your shadows, right? Shadows, for me, is 100% the key, not the highlights.
Right.
I fell into that trap. You just highlight, and then it just looks plain and muted. I haven't even got any figures here. Hold on. Let me just find some what I've painted that's worth showing. I've had it been sorted out in here from them boxes that I bought the other day.
Right.
I'll tell you what. Hold on. I've got a. Do you like me look? Me box
right.
bits.
It's a load of it's the Walking Dead extras.
Yeah, there's a lot of bits of body parts in here. Let me find one. Right, all right. So we'll take this dude here, because at the minute he does look a bit washed out himself. But you got to think, as I always say when I do these things, they fade.
Yeah.
Right, hold on. Let's just zoom in a bit. So I go for. Oh, let me get it in. Hold on. Yeah. Sorry. Hold on. Down a bit.
It. Yeah, you go.
So I go. It froze up. But can you see the blue tint?
Yes.
I've done for his beard and his hair, and then the red tint around his cheeks.
Yes.
That's what you need.
Right.
So once you've put your highlights in and your shadows, but I use sort of the blue, a bluey purple, because I mix blue into the flesh tone.
Right.
You get a shadow tone, like under his chin. Obviously, his 5 o'clock shadow and all stuff like that. But I kind of use a different palette, because I will show you in my Vallejos. It's a bit of a warmer palette. Salmon is one of them. There you go. Hold on. Oh God, I need an automatic thing. Salmon, brown rose is another. You can get these in blue. Oh God, hold on. Sorry about this.
That's all right.
I'm going to work tonight. It's shocking. Brown rose, you've got obviously your mahogany, which you can use as a base. So you've already got your shadow coat, like shadows down, a base shadow.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other sort of pinky one is old rose. And then if you had a bit of blue, you can deaden these off. There's beige red, which is another brilliant base coat. And like that cork I've just showed you.
Mm-hmm.
Is another for Caucasian skin, if you want to call that. And I've got another sort of shadow colour, which is saddle brown, which has got a bit of a red tone. But what you definitely do need is, and again, it's an easy trap to fall into, is a blue. So like a dark Prussian blue.
Yep.
And Vallejo do, if you can get it. I don't know what the AK one's like. Got flat red, because I'll tell you why. It's because these glaze down to like tinted water, but they don't separate.
Right.
And that's what you want. You want to use your glazes. So that's another good purchase, because that'll just keep it all together. Glaze medium. That'll just hold it all together when you thin it to water. But it is practice. You've just got to practice. It took me, well, it still is, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To actually crack it, it took a long time. You really have got to persevere and practice, and you do get there eventually. But yeah, these flesh sets, like I say, are a bit generic. We've got the base here, but as you can see, there's no real red, and there's no blues.
Right.
And if you look at a face, you know, you can add greens, you can add loads of colours. To be honest with you, especially for sort of like say for paler skin people. And just add that bit of colour, like there's a bit of blood flow, and you know. If you look at what was the thing I was working on, you know, portrait painters.
Yeah.
Look at how they split it, because they've got like yellow, it's cold at the bottom, and then I think it's yellow at the top and warm in the middle.
Right.
So if you ever look at, I mean, them books as well, you know, the AK book, I think that splits it down, but it's always on. There's loads of it online. And yeah, and then if you go off like what the portrait painters do and split it down to that, is quite a good gauge. You know what I mean?
Cool.
Would Matt do a face painter tour? I've got loads of videos on it, Kenny. Just go on the site, and I've done some figures and they're on there. So yeah, and watch the vids. So that's how to break it down. So that's probably what you're doing. You're probably highlighting it, and then because of the highlights, make it look really washed out.
Yeah.
You need to bring back the colour. Which is the glaze part of it.
Yes.
So, and the glaze is just you on my palette.
Yep.
Right. So I ain't got any glaze medium, but we'll take this colour I've got here. So, decent brush as always, right? And what you're doing is you see how thin that is? So you've got like it's just a hint of a tinted paint. And then what you have to do is unload it. So, I don't know if you can see it. So it's like a stain, which is the best way of putting it, but you know what I mean? So you've got control. So you really unload it. This thing here is the most crucial bit you need for acrylic painting. So you unload it and you think, oh, there's nothing on the brush. But once you put it on, you'll see, because you just want to build it up really gradually.
Right.
And not overdo it. Because obviously red's strong and blue are really strong, both really, really strong pigmented colours. So, yeah, less is more. But again, just unload and then put a bit on the cheeks, on the bottom of the face where the beard would be and all that, and you'll get it.
I think, to be honest with you, that I can understand where he's coming from, because that's the trouble I used to have. I used to do, you know, like a pink sort of, you know, flesh thing, but then I'd dry brush it. Yeah, and that's about it. So then, obviously, they go very grey. So any of my figure paintings look like something from The Walking Dead, because they've got no colour or warmth in the skin tones or anything else like that, and there's no shine to it because he's dry brushed it as well to highlight areas. The trouble is that they go very matte, very light, and
very chalky.
Yeah, that's it, and they just sort of bleach out.
I'm definitely not a master, Peter. Trust me, I'm not a master at it. Some of the guys you see are just unreal, but it's just practice like anything, isn't it? You just got to find a formula that works for you. Yeah. And then and kind of stick with it and tweak it to your taste. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, of course it is.
But keep at it. Don't give up.
One thing I've noticed from Matt's videos is how thin the paint is. Like you said, just building up loads of layers, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, the other thing as well, because if you have this stuff like straight out the bottle, it's ever so thick, you'll just obliterate everything. It just builds up. It's just don't look right. So again, just thin it down, keep it thin. But it dries fast anyway, being acrylic. So the problem is you're going to have with oils is you're going to have to put an acrylic base coat down anyway, because oils are just naturally transparent. But if you want to go the sort of acrylic oil route, the one good thing about the oils is they blend dead easy. So if because they're already thin, if you want to put your colour in like your blues and your reds or greens or whatever, they're easier to, like I say, to blend in with the flesh colour underneath.
Yeah.
So, but obviously then they take longer to dry.
Yes.
Even if you do what we do on the cardboard palette, it's not as obviously if you had them with the oil in it, but yeah.
Yeah, get them to leach out.
You can't sort of layer on top. You've got to give it a little bit at least, So, yeah.
Cool. Very nice. Right. Okay. So Michael says, "Hi guys. A question. No question, but just wanted to let you know the floor effect is in full force, and now in the publishing world with a CL. His CL, mine's a 215, isn't it? Is it a 215 or a 415? I don't know. Yeah, on a 215 I am. Which the 415 is the turboprop version, I think, of the water bomber. So it's this little guy here. And what he means is because of, we'll come back to Matt in a sec, is this book, which is 355 Squadron, the 75th anniversary. And I must admit, this is one of those ones where you look at the weathering on that and you suddenly think, I do it to the same way round. There we go. It's that thing where you're like, yeah, actually, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, I've never seen one that worn out before, but it looks very, very cool. So I'm actually thinking about weathering this one now as well. So something that I'll be doing to this one is probably the next stage is obviously a little bit of weathering to it. We'll get the props done and then obviously we'll get it mounted up on a stand doing the water drop. So, but yeah, that's the plan. But no, very, very nice. And again, it's one of those things. Sometimes you see an image or whatever it is like this one and I'm straight away taken by, I tell you what, I need to do that to mine. I'm not sure about the windows there because it looks like it's been, shot at. So around that area. But yeah, no, I must admit, it looks very, very nice. Definitely. Very, very cool.
It does look cool, that picture, for doing the weather on it.
So I wasn't going to weather mine, but I am now. After seeing that, I'm like, yeah, no, we're going to do that. We're going to have a bit of weathering with it and everything else. So definitely. So I tell you what, we must have a look at is that Mr. John, look, is in his spray booth tonight. And I don't think we've ever seen this angle before.
Oh, a new angle. Blimey.
John's got a new angle. He's in his spray booth.
He is.
Look, cleaning his airbrush. Look. We've never seen this angle before.
Say something, John. Speak to us.
He's muted, is he? He's got his compressor on.
Oh, is he muted?
I think he's muted because he's got his compressor on. Look, he needs some sprout tops for that. Mr. Sprout.
Good, Mr. Sprouts.
We don't normally see that angle. Okay, right. Okay, so Sean says, hi guys. I've seen on Scale Mates they're releasing a 1/35th scale Lightning II C, the carrier variant, in 1/72nd scale this year. However, I can't seem to find anything about the release. Have you heard anything about the release? And will we be doing a pre-order on it?
I've not heard anything, I'll be honest, but if I do hear anything, yeah, we could do a pre-order on it. No,
this is a Tallery though, isn't it? Who famously put things on in their catalogues and then they never happen or take forever years to come through. So
yeah, it'll be out in 2029 or something.
Yeah, it'll be like that tornado.
yeah, exactly. Or their 1/48 scale naval Merlin that never ever happened.
Never see the kit.
Yeah, you just never see the kit. They put it in there, you get all excited, and it just never materializes. So, but yes, I don't know anything about that yet. I haven't heard anything about it, but obviously, if it did, of course, it will be a pre-order. We'll get them in. That's not a problem. Getting a bit of momentum now. F-35s everywhere.
Yeah.
Right, Mike says, hi guys, this might be a daft question, but when you're reviewing the Galaxy riveting tools, which ones do you need for 72nd and 48 scale, please? Never used them before. Oh, cool. Cat was playing with these yesterday. Where's my glasses? I can't see. I can't remember if it's got a thing on there. It's just the size. Right, okay, so it's just the size on these. Personally, I would say, for instance, when I've done this 48 scale Tempest, I actually used, I've got to think it's the, just to double check myself here. Is it that one? Those are the blue ones.
Yes.
Those are the blue ones. There we go. 0.55. Sorry, I had them out. So yes, that's what it is. And on these, they do state, this is Rosie the Riveter, the equivalencies. They do say 0.55 mil is 1/72 and 1/48 scale. And that's the ones, to be honest, I was using on the 48 scale. So I would say if you're into that thing around about the 0.55, and to be honest, both sets I've got are the ones which are 0.75, 0.65 and 0.55. They're the size ones I went with. So, as I say, you do need to play with them though and set up your tension for the screw so it's not too loose so it just runs off from you, and it's not too tight that it is not rotating as well. So, but yes, but they're the ones. I don't know actually what the set was called because I know it's got it written on these. So hold on, I can. These are the two that I got. So if you can even see that, hold on, I've got a better idea. There you go. They're the two that I got. Just like that. Okay, I'm bad at this camera angle business doing it this way. So yes, so you've got the one for getting in corners and the normal round ones. So yeah, TO9804 and T09809. They're the ones. I would say they're more for 72nd and definitely 48 scale. If you're going bigger, then you'll need the bigger ones. Because normally like 32nd and things like that, I tend to use like the 1 mil and do it that way. So yes. Right. Who should we look at now? Let's go back to Matt. He's doing a bit of face painting.
Might as well while it's out.
That's it. See, building up your layers. He's got one of those funny brushes which you can get that have got a point on them.
Got one of them. This is a broken toad.
Oh. Do you want to put a shout out for those brushes again in America you want?
Yeah, but I need to find out which ones they are. The King Art brushes. I can't remember what the... I'll give you the number for our American friends to help me out.
Right, okay. Watch this space on Saturday. We'll be doing a shout out for it.
I'll be doing it tonight.
Oh, right, okay. Right, next question. Callum says, morning, afternoon, chaps. Any recommendation for panel line scribers? I like the look of the UMM ones, but getting them can be a bit of a hassle. True. I currently own the Tamiya and Trumpeter ones, and I've also got the MRP narrow scriber, none of which are ideal. To be honest with you, John over at UMM, just bear with him and shoot him a message. He's not the speediest guy for getting back to you, but he will do, and he will sort the postage out. It's just that his way of posting to the UK or outside the US is a bit of a nightmare. But if you bear with it, you know, and shoot him a message, you should get a reply at some point. And then he'll probably sort you out. I think most of the guys in the forum have got it, and they've all said it's a bit of a faff trying to get them. But once you get them, it's one of those things you buy once and you never need to get any more again. But I do like them. They're really, really nice. It's no fuss, no frills, but they just work.
Definitely worth it in the end, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of those things. And also, don't forget, you know, like a lot of people say to me, oh, your washes cost a fortune. If I want to send one bottle to Australia, well, don't buy one bottle. If you buy a few, it works out more reasonable. If you're going to buy one of something, it's very expensive. But obviously, if you can bulk out and pad out your order of it and put some other bits and pieces in with it, it becomes a lot more affordable. But shipping is just one of those things. It's, you know, there's no way around it. We're all stuck in the same boat with it.
Do you know what you could try in the meantime? Is a razor saw.
Oh, hold on. Coming to you, Nathan. Yes.
These blades here, and if UK availability is an issue, I mean, the benefit of this is if you don't like it as a scriber, then you've got a saw.
Yeah.
These are really good for scribing, because I think the thing with the scribing tool is the smaller the better. These work pretty well as a scriber. Just something.
Yeah, I tend to go around all curvy edges, especially. It's easier with a razor saw than it is a blade.
But I think because it bites, it goes slower, and I think that's something that you always forget, that you can scribe with a saw.
Yeah.
You don't need a dedicated tool for it.
Yes.
Just a random observation.
No, very nice. Did you drop the flaps on that, Nate?
I kind of, I can't. So long ago since I did it, I think I ended up with a really big gap on the wing. So just to hide it, I dropped the flaps.
Oh, it worked. It looks good, that.
Whether a Harrier can sit with its flaps dropped, you'd probably get fined. The pilot would get a fine for doing that, wouldn't they? Yeah, just polishing and touching up the odd bit of paint before I put the decals on.
Very nice.
Good.
Coming along very nicely.
Sure.
Just remind people everyone that kit is.
This is the Airfix one. The Airfix Harrier from, it must be about 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
Nice little kit.
Nice kits though, I must admit. Very nice indeed. Cool. Never mind. What's Andy up to? Andy's.
I'm just carrying on with my cockpit, which is just put one of the sides on, all weathered and ready to go in. I'm just I need to put the one side in because the oxygen hose sort of like goes from the oxygen bottle to the regulator. But it's all like attaches to the sidewall as well. So I need to be able to put this one side in so I can get the oxygen hose in. What angle is it? But yeah, coming on. And then the seat belts.
Cool. Did anyone see, just out of interest, that Mustang lose its engine on takeoff the other day?
No.
It's on the internet, but he's only on a 3,000-foot runway, and literally at the halfway mark, so he's like, 1,500 feet down, he's up, gear starts to travel up, and then the engine quits. And he manages to get the gear down and land it, but when he gets to the end of the runway, he's a bit squeaky bum because he's running out of room, and he literally drifts it round the corner on the taxiway. But he makes it completely. But yeah.
But he needed a stiff drink after that.
Yeah, he needed new pants after that one. Jesus. There's a whiff in the air when he got out. But yeah, that was like amazingly reactions by the pilot to think, right, quick, gear down, get it down on the ground again and everything. When he's already up in the air, halfway down the runway, get it back down and stopped. Fantastic airmanship, that one. Pressure
to save the aeroplane must be triple.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah.
Yeah.
If it was anything cheaper, it'd probably be just belly landed it.
It just thought screw it, it's in.
Okay, next question's from Walt. He says, hi guys, he's building the Trumpeter Wildcat 1/32 scale. It's the F4, F3 late production kit. Taking my time. He's got the fuselage halves mated and the seam and joints are in great shape. Priming will be soon. But with all the recent talk about decals, I'd like to know if the kit decals are good. I'm just trying to think back to that kit. I built that years and years ago. I've got micro set and Sol Solutions before and would really like to use the large oversized fuselage insignias with the kit without messing up the whole job, as it's been a lot of work, Walt. You might want to go down the aftermarket route because this is Trumpeter, early Trumpeter as well. These kits are not the newest kits on the block, are they? I don't know when this one was released. I know if somebody can scale mate it, but it's definitely not the newest kit around. So it may be one of those things because Trumpeters, early decals especially, used to be a little bit iffy. And to be honest, I think you can find lots and lots of aftermarket ones for it. So if you're going to spend, like we said before, an extra $10 or whatever on a set of decals, probably more like 15, 20 for that scale. But it might be worth it. As you say, you put a lot of work into it. You might have other options. Also, you might get better options for it as well. So you might be able to find, perhaps, different markings for the actual aircraft and stuff like that.
Do you say it was Hellcat, Phil?
Yeah. No, Wildcat, wasn't it? Is it Hellcat or Wildcat? Sorry, hold on. Wildcat. Yeah, it's a Wildcat. So yeah, Trumpeter Wildcat. I built that years ago. The wing fold on it was horrible.
It's not one of the better kits, is it? I've heard.
No, it's not one of their best kits, let's face it.
But what other options have you got for a Wildcat?
No.
2002.
Yeah, well, there we go. So
Kit then.
yes. You sound old when you turn around and say, well, look, it's now 21 years old. So, but yeah, you might be thinking about, I know TechMod do a load for them, because when I had to switch out my ones on the Hellcat, when I was working on my Hellcat, I went down the TechMod route with that, and they do 30-second ones as well. And I used TechMod, if I remember rightly, for the 30-second scale Corsair I did. So I know they do that type of ones and bits and pieces, and they go down quite well. Never had any problem with those. But I'm sure there's probably plenty options out there for those ones. But what I would do is have a look at the decal sheet, and you'll be able to see it straight away what you're going to be dealing with. If they look a bit pale and washed out, which the early decals used to be honest, you might want to think about going down the aftermarket route with it. You know, and also look at the size of the carrier film that's on it. If it's huge and oversized, you know, then you know you're going to be either trimming it up before you put them down, or, you know, you might be thinking about going down other routes as well.
Sorry, England have just scored.
Oh, have we?
Yeah.
Is this our ladies playing?
Our ladies are playing.
Oh, good job. Fair enough. Who are we playing?
Brazil.
Brazil. Brilliant.
Sorry, if anybody who's watching just wants no spoilers, let me know. Not too many people are that fans, but anyway, sorry.
No, that's fine. Keep us up with the updates there, Nath, on the sports results. Right. Okay. So where are we? So where's that one? Okay. Krista is answering somebody else's, I think. Hold on. Is this the one we were trying to work out yesterday? Because it's
yes,
done twice.
It was. I don't quite.
Yeah. Krista's quoted himself or somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scrap that question.
Yeah.
Okay, next one up is Steve. He says, not sure if this is the right place for a question, but hey, why not? But he couldn't post it in Thursdays, probably because it was locked. But as a sci-fi fan, has Phil ever built or wanted to build an MPC 22-inch Eagle transporter from space 1999? No, but I know a man who has, hasn't he, Mr. John? Have you got it there next year?
He ain't sold it.
No, I know he ain't sold it.
Oh God, no, I'm not selling it. Oh, hang on, I'm on the wrong camera.
One of those kits that's too precious to build as well.
Oh, there you go. There it is. Have you bought the engine nozzles for it? Those turn metal ones that are like £1 million?
Not. Absolutely not.
How much are they? I can't remember actually, are they? But I know they're a hell of a lot of money.
They work out more than the actual kit.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure if you've got a decent range of metal paints, you can do a far better job.
Yes.
But yeah, no, that's definitely not being sold, that one.
No.
I have got the aftermarket photo etch set that goes with it, though.
Mm-hmm.
You can get for it. But it is a monster of a kit.
Yes.
You've got a Space 1999 thing there, haven't you, Phil?
I know. I wasn't going to unplug. Hold on, let me just unplug a sec and I'll grab it. Hold on, let me show you. I have got one here. But I've got the baby one.
Yeah, but that's not small, is it?
I got the Italy one. So, yeah, this is the... They don't have a scale on these ones. I don't think they actually have a scale, do they? Anyway, I've got the deluxe one, which is the one with the funny pod in the middle. So, yes, definitely have though. Very nice.
Suppose technically it now should be space 24 years ago.
Yeah. But yes, I got this one here, which I've had. Actually, I got this same time. I think we got John's one in, wasn't it? NPC delivery came in and we all sort of grabbed them. But yeah, very nice. But no, I haven't. Again, you see them made at the shows and they're not little. Are they, John? What are you going to do with it when you build it, John?
You said
to be fair, I suppose it's long, but it's not that wide.
It will go on a shelf. You could shelf it.
So it would go on a shelf, yeah, quite nicely.
Yeah.
It's not like it's got great big wings or anything like that to worry about.
No. But again, it's very, very interesting kits. Very, very nice. I don't know. I've seen them done at the shows before and they do look fantastic, especially the 48 scale one. So it's 22 inches long, for God's sake. Oh, look, I've just noticed Steve's actually building his Steve, we need to see photos.
Mhm.
Have you got any up on the forum? Let's see if he's got it up any on the forum. See if he's doing it. Hold on. Oh, I'm going to stalk him on his own thing.
Philip, yours 72nd scale.
Is it?
I thought they were 48th and 72nd too.
Oh, is it? I don't know. It doesn't actually have a scale on it that I can see. Mine's 12 inches.
Is it?
Who misses?
Now you're bragging.
Yeah, no problem there. With a resin laboratory pod and booster pack.
A lavatory pod.
That's it. You can have a laboratory if you want, but I prefer it's a lavatory. They just drop them off because they need them on the moon.
Very important in space.
No, that's it. You got to go somewhere, haven't you?
No services. You need a toilet.
Nobody can hear you poo in space.
It looks like he must be just started it and he hasn't got a build up yet. Because on Facebook, I'm stalking him now on the site. So, but yes, we'll have to see that one. Very nice. Although your world, this one here, that was a good build you did. Like that one. War of the Worlds, that was up on Friday's gallery, that one. Cue the sound effect.
I do wish someone would do some NPC or someone would do some up-to-date UFO stuff.
Yeah.
Like the Interceptor and stuff like that.
Yeah, but why would you want to do that?
Because they're really cool.
Yeah, but it had about like one series and then it was canned off. Still never watched it.
I must admit, UFO, I never really saw it at the time. I've watched it since. You watch it on YouTube.
I think it's more mine and John's.
Isn't that a bit weird, though? Because all the blokes walk around in string vests. Is that why you're watching it?
You watch it on Forces TV.
Yeah.
Why were they walking around in string vests?
Have you not seen it? They wear very tight trousers, the blokes, and string vests.
It's
Yeah,
very
but
warm
why?
in space, and
I could say, what's that got to do with space?
Well,
Sorry.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Quick question. Any ideas what the F-16AC fighting something or other? And I can't see it now. Somebody read it out. Hold on.
Okay,
got it.
quick question.
Hold on.
Go on.
Fighting Falcon Academy. What is it? Is it any good or what? So
Give a second.
It'd be an older Academy kit, that one.
the F-16s are old.
Very old. All the Academy F-16s. The Sidewinder missiles look horrendous.
What scale is it?
Is it the 48th one?
Yeah, it's the 48th one I think he's doing. I'm just looking it up now. It is, yeah. It's the old-fashioned. Let me scale mate it. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. That's the one. If I remember rightly, the Sidewinders are horrible on that thing. The kit itself is okay, but that's as far as you want to go with it. If you've got it in your stash, it's probably worth a build. Oh, hello.
That noise.
Is that you with a hairdryer? Are you doing your hair again?
Hey?
Are you doing your hair?
Yeah, mate. Everybody needs a good hairdryer. Here all day. Like that. Is it the salon?
Something for the weekend, sir.
Having a cut and blow dry.
I think he needs a colour on his hair.
Hey?
What colour you could do his hair? Oh, look. Nathan's got one, look.
Nathan's got one.
Nathan's got the said kit.
Nathan, build it now.
Nathan, have a quick look at the Sidewinders on it. I think they're massive. They're huge, big, chunky things.
I'm not sure what's in this because I was given this.
Watch it be something completely different.
Oh,
aftermarket.
Aftermarket decals.
Yeah.
Max Thrust, who are they?
Yeah.
These are Gulf War. Yeah, Gulf War knows that one. Gold.
Oh, look.
Right, here we go. Kit. I don't know which are the kit decals. These ones.
Mate, you got a lot of decals.
No, I don't think they're the kit decals. The kit decals might be the top sheet, but I don't think it's the bottom sheet.
Yeah, don't know.
Right. Nathan's an F-16 aficionado.
It is.
Well, it's recessed with lots of rivets on it.
I was going to say, you've got a few parts missing off the sprue there.
Yeah. This is literally like a gift. I think it's been started. It looks basic, but
Has it got a cockpit?
It's got a cockpit that's been started.
I was going to say, isn't it decals for the cockpit? Full decals?
Oh God, I don't know,
I
but
don't think there's any detail in it.
it's very basic. But it's got loads of rivets on it, which seem a bit weird.
Has the Italeri 48th one?
I don't know what's happened to the sidewinders. They must have been so bad they've been thrown. Oh God, yeah.
Oh no, there they are. They're down there. Look.
It looks all right, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, look at the nose on them. They're a bit blocky.
They're a bit crap, aren't they?
Hmm.
It's okay.
You got a really quick.
Someone's just given me it started. So you've got a sort of.
Someone stole all your Maverick missiles.
Yeah, I think someone's just used this as a. Well, the fact I was given it.
It's always a worry when you're given a kit.
I'm a bit worried about those fuel tanks on the wing there, the front of them. I'm sure they should be a bit more pointy.
Yeah. I mean, does the nose cone look all right? It
The
looks
nose
like
looks all right.
it looks okay. I think that's the best you can. It's okay. But if you're going to buy one, I reckon you're probably better off with the. I mean, what price can you get? What's the? If you're not going to get Tamiya broken off, what are you going to get? What would you get if you're not getting Tamiya?
Italeri.
You want an F-16A? You're going to have to go kinetic, aren't you?
I was going to say, really, you're only going to go kinetic if you want an A or an early F-16.
You want a C? You'd go Tamiya, really, wouldn't you?
Yeah, ideally.
What about Asagawa?
Asagawa's all right.
They've done one early one, haven't they?
Yeah, this is an AC. You remember we were looking at it the other week. My one, I did it as the Nellis Aggressor. That's actually a nice kit.
Maybe the new kinetic one.
Hmm?
F-16A or C.
Yeah.
If you're not going to get the Tamiya one.
Fair enough.
Right, it's decision time on these decals now.
Oh, what you can do?
I can do A flight,
Yep.
fleet air arm,
Mhm.
or I can do Indian.
Ooh.
What can you do? Say again, Dave.
I can do an Indian Air Force one,
Yeah.
or I can do what is it? 700 A flight, fleet air arm.
Mhm.
That's a ground-based squadron, wasn't it? Don't know. What do you reckon? British or Indian?
Well, to be honest, Nate, you're in the best realm for that one.
True.
You got to keep half the family happy.
Half and half, Nave.
Yeah, that's it. I do one each side.
Just do Indian one side, British the other.
Did you not do an Indian Sea Harrier a while back?
I've done the last Sea Harrier I did was the Falklands one.
Oh, didn't you do the Matador one?
I've done a Spanish one, a
The
Matador.
Spanish one, yeah, that was it.
I might do the Indian one just to keep the different themes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though they're crappy old Italeri decals. What can go wrong?
Oh, that's it.
Right, I'll do India. India it is.
Cool. Very nice. Right, John, what are you doing? Just to keep folks up to thingy with your little palette there and everything?
Oh, just painting small details on the inside of the Hurricane. Just a bit of black and here and there. So, to be honest, I'm going to close the canopy up, so you ain't going to see an awful lot. So, just going to be basic paint job, I think.
Yeah, I must admit, you don't see much inside that one.
It's not a bad little kit.
Fortunately. I must admit, I like that kit. I think it's a great little kit. Goes together very, very nicely. Meanwhile, over at the salon,
He's having his makeup applied now.
he's had his makeup.
Yeah, he's in hair and makeup. So, yeah. Start highlighting.
Fair enough. Okay,
Contouring.
right. Contouring, is that what it is?
Contouring. Apparently, in the makeup world, which is actually, if you're wanting to paint figures, is not a bad thing actually to watch contouring.
Nice.
That's your
It's kind of the
excuse.
same thing.
Right.
Well, you're right. You're highlighting and lowlighting
Yeah.
real life people, but it's the same sort of thing for figure painting. So
Then you can practice for your weekend makeup as well.
That's it, yeah. To you, sir, be fine. Right, okay, what do we got? Tom says, hi gents, he's building the Hobby Boss F-18E Super Hornet for my daughter's husband, who is a Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick movie fan. I want to try the AK paint, but there's various shades of ghost grey in the range. Is it?
is there?
Mm.
Light
There's
dark
light
ghost
dark.
grey. I thought that's quite a generic
Yeah.
colours.
Light.
Hold on, I have them all here, I think. Must be them, judging by the spillages down the side of the thing.
Which one? AK real colour or AK?
Yeah, do you want real colour or just AK acrylics? Because if you're going to go with the colours, they're the ones you've got, which is dark and light ghost grey, which obviously for your real colours is 251, 252. Tamiya do it as well now. So if you wanted to go down your LPs, I think this is the, if I remember rightly. Yeah, look, got them all to hand today. But I'll tell you what, if you look at the Tamiya ones compared, it's literally like night and day. Which one's light? That's dark. That's dark. That's light. That's light. So, yeah, look.
Wow.
So the way I always say it is I've used both of these colours and they're incredibly accurate depending on which way. If you want to do a brand new factory fresh looking gorgeous, then the Tamiya ones are spot on. If you want to do it that it's been around a while and it's starting to fade, then the real colour ones are spot on as well. But the Tamiya ones is like it's brand new, fresh out of the factory. And when I did my Seahawk, the big one, I did it as the Tamiya one because you might remember I had the air show photos and it had been painted up for the air show, and because obviously it's specialist markings, that's what we did it in. So it looked really, really well. Also, when you do spray the Tamiya paints, they do fade out a bit. So they're not quite to that standard. So if I just show you what I mean in here, if I can find it. Where is it? I've lost myself.
11887 and 11888 in the third gen colours.
Fair enough. Where is my...
They were out of 11888. That goes great at the moment.
Oh.
Oh, I have put them in the basket ready to order.
Oh, well, there you go. So yeah, it's got that more of a bluey, definite hue to it, which is very, very nice. So again, if you're doing it like a new one, then definitely think about doing it like this in these ones. But if you're doing it any type of old one, then definitely you want to think about doing it in the somebody else's colours, because the Tamiya ones are just way, way too blue. But the real colour ones, I've used it many, many times, and I think it looks just about right, really. You know, you've often got that thing, and one of the questions that I get asked the most is when people say about, does it have or is it have? Hold on, who we got? Matt, where's Matt? Lost Matt. There he is. It looks like the light ghost and the dark ghost fade to the same colour, and they basically do. There's not a lot of difference in it. You don't see a massive demarcation line between the two paints once they've been on for a little bit, especially at sea. You know, they tend to fade out. So, yes. But as I say, as for correct, I do like the real colour ones. I think once they've, you know, if you're going in with a worn look and things like that, then definitely that's what I'd go for. Andrew says, hi all, hope it's not a silly question. I was watching part 8 of the Tempest build, and Phil uses various brushes to work with his oils, which made the model look great. I was wondering how you clean the ones used for dry brushing. As Phil said, it's best not to get any thinners on them, or is it just a case of a small amount of thinners to clean them and then leave them to dry out for a few days? Yeah, basically, like I have done them, I have cleaned them all out now, and they all sit back in the pot. So once I've done with the oils and it's all completed, model done, I just clean them out with enamel thinners, and then literally rub them all out and dry them out as best as I possibly can. Occasionally I am good and use a bit of the old magic potion to reset the actual, you know, the points. If they ever had one in the first place. And then obviously just over time being in the pot, they will dry out properly. You know, oils take days to go off, and obviously enamels take a while if the brush. But by the time I come around to use them again, there won't be enough on there to reactivate the oils and smear it around and stuff like that. So it's just a case of letting it dry out. You know, clean your brush thoroughly, and then away you go with it. Be fine. I don't know. How'd you clean your brushes, Matt?
With water.
Well, yeah, but you're an acrylicite. But if you were to be using oils when you're poking around with oils,
just normal odorless thinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I tend not to use my best brushes for oils because it's obviously chemicals, isn't it? So, and you're blending them. So I just use the AK brushes. You know, like these type of things.
Yes. Yeah.
And I find them perfect because they're really quite hard wearing because they're then synthetic stuff.
Yes.
And you can abuse them a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really getting into these long ones.
Yeah.
At the minute, I've got a few of them and they're quite nice. I was what was I using them on? I've been using a bit of oils on this little guy. Hold on, let me just pull back.
Mm-hmm.
On this.
Nice.
So a bit of oil work on the pack.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to get some pigments on it, I think, is the next, and a bit of metallics and stuff. But yeah, just get nice control with them, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Yes, can't. Yeah, but yeah, just like I say, just normal enamel, odorless thinners, white spirit, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And then just obviously water if I'm using the acrylics.
Fair enough.
So
I've been doing some oil work inside the cockpit of my Spitfire today, this afternoon, and whilst my odorless thinner was still obviously a bit wet in places, I went over. I got a brush that I just use that's had metal colours on.
Yeah.
I use for just like dry brushing. So I went over to dry brush a couple of bits, not realising that some of the odorless thinners were still but slightly damp.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously it's enamel paint, isn't it?
Yes.
So it reactivated it on my brush, and then sort of like, yeah, that was fun.
Best thing to do is have like 2 or 3 brushes. You get like the application brush for oils, and then like a dry blending. God, I can't say it. Blending brush.
Yes.
There's nothing in it, and then you want perhaps another brush with like the tiniest amount of thinners in it, and I mean like, yeah. It's barely got any in it, so you've got control. Because, like I say, oil paints are the tricky control at best of times. So if you start putting a load of you're just going to wash it all off, aren't you? You're just going to flood it and just get rid of what you've done.
Yeah.
But again, if you drain them like we've always said on the cardboard, they dry really quick. They can work quite fast with them. Mm-hmm. There's a myth, isn't there, that once you put it down, you go wait, and you can't really use it. But that's rubbish. You can. Because you're only using small amounts as well. So small, transparent sort of layers, and it dries pretty instant, to be honest. So, yes.
Cool. Right. Okay. So I'm just queuing up for the next question. Paul says, I need to put on an aerial to my 32nd scale Spitfire. I'm sure that I've covered it on one of Phil's builds, but can you point me in the right direction which one to do it? So, as I say, I've done it on quite a few. So I use the old easy knitting in elastic, obviously secure it to one end and then to the other, and then cut them in, and then you can use bits of glue, PVA glue, to do the isolators and things like that. Actually, I'll tell you what was a better one for that. Scrap that. That was, where's the 190? I think we did it on that. I think we did it down in here. So, hold on, sorry, bear with me. Yeah, here we go. Crikey, that was the days when I used to super glue with a brush. So fix it at one end, and when you come together, knitting in elastic, it's quite good because obviously you can stretch it and it takes out all the slack and all the rest of it. You can paint it as well, it's not really a problem. So just a touch of super glue, it's got instant grip as well. It's not going to go anywhere. So as you can see, and then we've just come along in with a little bit down the back here, we can do the isolators with a little bit of PVA glue into them. And there we go. And then obviously you can paint them up as well. So you can put the isolators in with PVA, and then obviously we're just coming down with some metallizer paints. When you put metallizer paints, it all goes very slack, and as it dries, it goes taut again. And one of the big things with, you know, obviously knitting in elastic was the worry that it might perish. I've got models here now that are 20 years old, got knitting in elastic, and they're still absolutely fine. So it won't perish or anything else like that. You should be absolutely fine. There you go. You can see it down in there. Like that one. I'll tell you what was a good one, thinking about it, was the Gladiator. Gladiator's got, we did a full thing all about it in the Gladiator as well, wherever that is. Here we go. Down when we was doing things with rigging and stuff and aerials. So yeah, same type of technique. So I use it basically for wiring and stuff. There we go. Coming in here, putting it in. So you can use like reverse action tweezers to hold things in, just to take some of the pull out of it as well. And you can come along and you can put in all the bits. It's all done exactly the same way down in with this one as well. So yes. But again, it's just one of those knitting in elastic. It's one of those gifts that just keeps giving. It's
Rigging 101.
It's great, rigging 101 and all the rest of it. But the great thing about it is it literally will last you forever. I've got one roll in now and I've bought it once, and that's all I use for absolutely everything, and you're good to go. And if you're worried about breaking off aerials, as in just normal ones going up on ones, as I say, I broke off this one just before. It's got a little tiny aerial on the back of this Typhoon, just an upward one. Snapped it off. So again, you can get very, very fine tubing. And it is, I can't remember what that is, 0.4. And it's absolutely fantastic for doing things like that. So 0.4 mil.
Yeah.
So yes.
Definitely something to have in your collection, in it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And hold on, we've got another quick question come in here, I think. One for John. Get Matt to print it. There you go.
Print what?
It's a Viper scene.
We were looking at print for 3D stuff, weren't we?
We were all over 3D printing yesterday.
Yeah.
But yes. There we go. You could do a Viper. Battlestar Galactica Viper in the bay.
God, we found some proper cool stuff yesterday.
Yeah, I must admit, you could spend a lot of time and not a lot of money. That's the nice thing. A lot of cost a fortune, but yeah, very nice stuff.
Amazed how much stuff there is now compared to a year ago, 18 months ago, whatever.
It just shows how much it's grown, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's taking off in the big.
Where are we? Next video build vote. Right, okay, let's have a quick look at the voting. We've got 84 votes in now over here for this. Don't forget, you can still vote. It's in the video builds area. So members, just pop into video builds. It's one at the front. Come in between now and Sunday, and you can vote for the next video build. Going to do a bit of armour, something on the ground. I haven't done anything like that for a while. So we've got the DR9, obviously is going to be the main one. The Meng Abrams, or you've got the AAVP-71, which rolls off the tongue. Anyway, results up to date are, oh, look, clear winner. At the moment, it's the DR9.
Yeah.
53 votes, 21 votes for the Abrams, and only 10 votes for the Marine amphibian tank thing, armor personnel carrier, thingy-majig.
Yeah, that.
More votes than the other two combined. Yes, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. So, yes, I think we're going to have a clear winner with this one. Which I must admit, I quite was hoping you guys were going to go with that.
Didn't it have a name?
I can't remember what the name was. It hasn't got a name on it.
Probably thingy, they can't put the name on it or something.
Yeah, maybe.
What's it called? Because the Argentinians using Falcons one, aren't they?
Yep. Yes, we're looking forward to doing this one. It should be a lot of fun. Something a little bit special.
We're looking at.
I've got a person who can do a diorama for me.
What, Kev? Is Kev watching?
Is Kev watching? So, but yes, we were looking at his big brother as well, weren't we? Was it a D11?
Yeah, that's a
thing. Is massive. It makes this thing look like a toy. So yes,
that's huge.
Monster bit of kit.
Yeah.
Oh, look, John's decaling. Look. Very professional. Look, it's cutting them off the backing paper.
Two-part decal for the instrument panel.
Oh. So you're not going to hand paint it? And put the dials
Amtrak.
in?
That's what it's called. It's called an Amtrak.
Amtrak.
An
That's
Amtrak,
it,
was it? Oh, there we go.
yeah.
Yeah, an Amtrak. Well done, David.
That rolls off the tongue a bit easier.
Yes.
Yeah, but you'll be building a cat anyway, so.
Yes, I'm going to do a cat. Yes.
But yeah, the civvy ones look good as well, don't they? Them cats. It's just obviously you've got armoured glass, so it's going to look a bit odd.
Yeah, I was going to say, we were trying to see the differences. Like, could you make it? No, you couldn't, because this thing's fully armoured glass. So.
Yeah, you'd struggle a little bit, wouldn't you?
But you are going to struggle.
So,
do you know what? I reviewed this like 20 years ago, whatever it was. So I have got to refresh my memory of how this thing actually goes together and what it's got, because I ain't got a clue anymore.
Could say how long you had that kit?
Oh, since it got
Yeah,
released.
that's old. Since it first released. So when was that? Somebody scale made it. Because that's got to be what? 12?
Have a look.
When did? Because it's one of Meng's first kits, weren't it?
Yeah.
What's the number on it, Phil?
Hold on. Kit number for this one, it's Stegosaurus, an SS-101.
So 10.
Yeah.
Wow, that's an early kit. Nathan, how's the Lionesses doing? They're still winning.
Well, it's 1-0 at half time.
Yeah.
They keep playing like this, they're going to win the World Cup. Simple as
That one came out in 2016.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
The original one was 2013.
That's the one without the birdcage armour, isn't it?
Yeah, that's one I've got, I think.
You got one of them, haven't you?
I don't know. I remember you having one off me, but I can't remember whether we did you got me one back or we did something
You
else.
had something else, I think.
I can think I might have done.
Because you did armour. You did things with. Wait, oh, his head fell off.
I think remember
You did things with wings.
I think I had a Tamiya.
You did. 0.
Was it 0?
No, I don't know.
I don't know. Was it? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's got fully interior detail. It's quite nice, really. Should be a lot of fun, this. Oh, look, I've got to do a lot of piping work. Cut your own rubber hoses. Nice.
Lovely.
Sounds like fun.
I suppose I could do it without the birdcage armour all round it. At least you'd see a bit more then.
Ah, that's the thing. Have you got metal rods for pistons?
You leave my piston alone.
That was on the newer one, yeah.
You do get metal rods for your pistons.
But you got it on the first kit, did you?
Have a look. Have a look for your metal rods. Hold on. Certainly get a lot of plastic in here, I'll give it that. Some polycaps, got armoured colour glass. Where's the pistons? Oh, here they are. Yep, we do. We've got a bag full of pistons.
We've got some.
There we go. Nice. They're thick metal as well. They're not thin. That's cool. Cool. Looking forward to it now. Better win, otherwise I'll have to rig the voting.
Yeah.
At the last minute, I'll change it to allow multiple votes and just chuck it all in. I can honestly say I've never done one before. I haven't done any type of plant machinery or anything else. I've been saying for years it'd be quite nice if people did cats and, you know, stuff like that.
Well, there's that Asagawa stuff, isn't there?
Yeah, but that's because they're thingy, isn't it? They had a tie-in briefly with
Hitachi.
Hitachi, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the recovery. What is it? The one with the multiple arms.
Yeah, it's got it's got 2 arms, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they look good kits because you can get workers as well.
Yeah, they do rollers and stuff as well, don't they?
Oh, keep passing chuffing on your print.
But you think Cat would like cash in at this point and let somebody do them all and do all the vehicles they've got? I like Gold Rush. I could do the entire Gold Rush scene. Parker Schnabel.
Who?
You don't watch Gold Rush, clearly. I've only been watching it for the last 20 years or however long it's been on.
You're not a fan now.
No, it's not that one. It's not Kursk of Oak Island where they've I'm not being funny. What they should do is get Parker Schnabel in to open cast that entire island. They could have found it years ago, or not.
In Gold Rush, is that where the old fella died?
Well, his granddad did.
Yeah, was it his granddad? I can remember seeing a thing where they were all.
That was some time ago now. They've
Was
moved
it?
on a bit since then.
That was probably the last one I saw.
Oh, right.
Yes, we're having all having a bit of a moment.
Oh, well, that's all right. Look, as it says, Terry says that his DR9, it had both clear and tinted parts, so it made masking easy.
There you
As
go.
the metal also had metal rods for the pistons. Yep, it has. Looks very nice. Oh, Terry then said his were missing. Took ages for replacements to arrive. I'm okay. It looks like we're all there. I'm good.
So I think the original kit didn't have them on anyway.
Oh,
So
right.
I'm sure it must have plastic parts if it don't have the metal parts.
Fair enough. Makes sense.
Or did it not have the plastic parts? I seem to remember us having an issue with the kit at one time. Didn't we, Matt?
God, that was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. I can't exactly remember what the issue was.
Pistons.
Piston broke sounds like me. That's an old joke, David. But a very good one. I'll let you have it. Yeah, piston broke. No, I think it was the car. Yeah, remember the last build you did, Phil? It nearly drove you to boat kits. Nathan's got to do one now. Or what he's going to do is he's going to pretend to put it together. He's going to borrow mine and say, and here's it done.
They're trying to persuade Matt to weather it for me, but it's not working so far.
What, the M-Wrap?
Yeah.
You'll love it.
It'd be different, be a change, definitely.
Well, look, you'll be a fully qualified mechanic by the end.
Yeah, I know all the bits.
Richard says you can do a lot of chipping with that DR9 with metal as the base, primer layers, yellow, and then the desert on top. You will. That's the whole point, because it's not big. I know it's quite a chunk, but in the great scheme of it, after all I've been doing recently, it's not like a 4-foot model. So it'll be quite nice like that. I think it'll be quite interesting getting doing proper weathering in with it, earth and stuff. Be a good one for the new washes.
Exactly.
Get me washes and me pigments in there.
Be ideal, that.
Thicken it. So, yes.
Any more questions?
I don't think we have. I'm just checking as we speak. I can find the thing. There we go. I've got too many tabs open here. Right. Okay. Let's just check. Any more questions? Post them up now. Get them in quick. Nope.
Nope, nothing at all.
I'm a bit boring tonight. I'm not building anything because I've finished the Tempest. So it's like I'm in between now. Well, because what I'm going to probably build on Saturday is the Huey. Going to have a go with the Huey.
You're definitely building Saturday.
Or I might be doing the Bofors, or I might do the Jeep. Second poll, which one shall I build on Saturday, everyone? This is just a live chat, because you guys will probably be with us on Saturday anyway. Which one would you like me to do?
So are we voting for a Rubicon?
A Rubicon kit. I can either do the Huey, the Bofors, or the Little Willie's Jeep.
Got to be the Huey, innit? Sure.
Make your decision now.
Huey.
Go for it. In live chat, just bang it up. Which one do you want to see? Huey.
Got to be a Huey. Oh, that's a bit. Everybody, Huey.
Yeah. David says, will paints bleach in the jar? Should they be kept out of sunlight?
Generally,
I've
anything.
I've never thought of that.
You know what? I've had my Valeos. They were originally in the shed on this thing, and they're in here, and they've never bleached. So
No, I don't know. I've had paints in the sun. I've never known to bleach.
Yeah, we don't get sunshine in this country, that's all right.
oh, is it quite? I don't know now.
I was going to say there's a bit of everything in there. I'm not going to do the Tiger 2 because it's got full interior, and that'll take too long. I won't have time to do it.
No. Huey probably wins.
Yeah,
I think.
look, the Huey carrying the Jeep. That's a good one.
Yeah. Not for the Bofors, though.
I was going to say, it's a bit, there was almost a sort of, I think the Huey's got it, but I think there's a hell of a lot for the Bofors in there as well.
Yeah.
Richard, I will never build that. I will tell you that right now. Too many choppers, no such thing.
Go and wash your mouth out, Tony.
Get
Never
out.
such thing as too many choppers.
Too many choppers.
See, Huey. I think the Huey wins.
Yeah.
Colin, can't keep putting it up twice, 3 times or whatever. Don't count. Trying to sneak it in.
Yeah, sneak that in. Just keep putting Bofors.
To the Beaufort. Bofors.
Yeah, that's a totally different thing, that is.
All of them. There you go.
Wow.
Good call, Eleanor.
Yes.
It's because he can build them like one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one in the evening.
Well, I could probably build them, paint them to be the different matter. Yes.
We could probably do like a big team diorama with those Rubicon models, couldn't we?
That's the plan.
Do they do trains?
Don't think they do trains.
I take it with that silence. That's a no then. Anyway, what's that deco solution you're using, Mr. Buller?
I have MIG.
Pardon?
MIG.
Say that again.
I'm sure he said AK.
Decal set and Decal fix. It's one of the many I have. I have the Daco, I have Microsol. Don't have any AK though.
Okay.
So that's AK then. Okay, thank you.
Right, John put a question up. Mr. John,
Yes.
the 48th Wessex, is it a decent kit? I think it is. I really like that kit. I think Andy would say otherwise, but, you know, I liked it.
I still think mine must have been a Friday afternoon job.
Best in
But you know, like with my hands, I'll show you. Right, so
Hold on.
on the
Come to your
front of the
hands.
on the front of the cockpit, yeah,
Yeah.
on the front of the nose, there's like lines that should join like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mine were like that. And
Oh.
that is they were well off. Do you know what I mean? But you sort of try and get everything else in line. So all the cockpit canopy was all in line, but the lines were all off. But then it was the same all the way along the back of the fuselage of it as well.
Is the canopy, is the front windscreen a bad fit on that kit? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
the canopy was right. It was
Tony's just put on chat. He's just put the front windscreen isn't a good fit, but he enjoyed the build. I can't remember it being a bad fit. It's a long time since I built it, but
yeah, I still got it. To be honest with you, it's still in the box, just ready to. But it was just like needed all rescribing, and again, it just.
Do you know what? I've never built the 48 scale Wessex.
really,
Yeah, I've done a 72nd, and obviously I've done the jumbo 32nd, but I've never done a 48 scale Wessex.
I'm going to get you one. I'll tell you what, there's loads of aftermarket for it, so it's worth actually having.
That's all right. I'm going to wait for the Airfix one to come out.
Yeah, Airfix are bringing it out next year.
Good luck with that.
Look, my mate will not let me down. He's all right. He's on it. He just
reckon?
won't admit it.
Let's do it.
Franjet, are you watching this? My
Don't
entire career depends on you releasing that.
Phil, that's going to be like that other helicopter that you told me about.
Yes.
That big one. Never happen. Not in our lifetime.
Be fine.
No, unless you 3D print it.
Did anybody else see that one? It was Tackham. We think it may have been a bit of an April Fool put up about doing an SH3 Seeking, 35th scale.
That would be cool, though.
But it was put up on April the 1st, so I'm thinking it was an April Fool.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, did you? I saw the Tamiya 148 scale Halifax as well.
Thing is, that 48 Wessex, there isn't another one. Is there? Nobody else does one.
No, no other choice, have you really?
Which version is it? Is it the Falklands one? Is it HU5? Is it or which one? Yeah, HU5, isn't it? Because what's Humphrey? What's he?
Yeah, he's an early one, isn't he? Is he a 5 or is he a 3?
HES3, is it?
Is it? So I think he's an earlier one. He's got a different nose on Humphrey
I know.
to the
Andy's
later
got the
ones.
really early one. Ain't you,
Yeah.
Andy?
It's the fun one. He's got a droopy nose. Is Humphrey, isn't it?
Because you've got the one with the Marines in it, haven't you? Flying in the desert, not desert, jungle, wherever it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
HES1 in it, yours. I think. Oh, look, I forgot to show you after my trip to the model show what I picked up from my friends at the bookshop. Hold on, pull that back. So, in one, we have a nuts and bolts book.
Oh.
On a Morder free. I want reference books, and as I'm building one of them.
Oh, is his head just fallen off?
He's just knocked his helmet off.
Oh, right, okay.
So, from reference for my 222, the Tamiya one I'm building.
Very nice.
And the last one is just a book I picked up because it looked interesting with pictures.
Very nice.
So, these are quite nice books, these.
Plenty of pictures.
Plenty of pictures, not a lot of writing. That's what I like. That's me.
Can you colour them in with some crayons?
Yeah. So that's my thing for this year, reference books rather than,
HAS1 was one I had.
Oh, right. Yeah.
No, that's later on in the year, isn't it?
Peter, me and Matt are going to do a joint thing with a couple of Tamiya bikes later in the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are going to do that. Just one there. Has anyone ever bought from C1 models before? Really tempted with the Land Rover conversion it's the Spectre style one.
Is it?
Oh, I know that one. Hold on. What am I doing? Hold on. I've got too many tabs open here. I need to shut some tabs. Oh, look at that. That's quite cool.
What is?
Yeah, look.
Oh, that's full. Oh, yeah, that's a full on. That's a bowler special.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't it?
That's the picture I showed, wasn't it? I like that one. I've got the fully up armoured photos of that thing.
That's
looks very cool.
Perfect for going to Sainsbury's, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it a bowler conversion?
I don't know. I don't think it's a bowler one. This is just because the bowler one's got is the photo I've showed you, isn't it? That's got all of the armour on it as well.
Yeah.
This is just a different one. But anyway, 3D printed, roll cage, all the rest of it.
What's the rope for?
The rope? Well, that's for getting him out of sticky situations.
So what's the winch for on the front then?
That's getting in the worst sticky situations.
That's for that really deep puddle in the
You think the rope was just put on there just for
effect? You know that thing that they closed the road near you, that Ford? It's for that.
Do you think the rope was just for effect?
Maybe, yes.
Yeah.
That's quite cool, that. I must admit, I quite like the look of that.
Do you know what you could do, Phil? Your remote one.
Yeah, I know. Keep looking at it. We need to organise something from our man for some RC for that.
Have you still got yours, Matt?
Yeah, not to get rid of me sand scorcher.
No.
Took me 40 odd years to get one.
No, very cool, that. I quite like that. Ooh.
Yeah, no, the sand scorcher is still up on the roof.
Yes, I must admit, my Lanny Defender is next to me here.
What time are we on tomorrow?
We're not doing tomorrow. I'm doing a show tomorrow, but we're not live tomorrow, are we?
Aren't we?
Well, I didn't think so.
No, we're
I've
not.
been told I'm gardening.
Have you?
That's what I've been told.
What, you've got the gardening to do?
Yes.
To be honest with you, looking at how I'll be gardening tomorrow if it's dry. Right mess.
think I'll be watching gardening tomorrow if it's dry.
So no. But yes, don't forget, we are on with you on Saturday morning at 10 till 12. Then we'll be back on to 2 till 4 stroke 5-ish whenever we get done. And then we'll be back on in the evening, 7:30 till 9 as well.
Ish.
So a full day.
9-ish.
Obviously, PM has got a bit of a sale going on. Can we give some people some clues what's going to be happening?
Nope.
No?
Because I don't know. I've not been there.
Andy, what are you doing?
It's 15% off all model kits.
Right.
20% still off Kinetic
Mm-hmm.
until it's gone. And when it's gone, it's gone. To be fair, people need to look at the Kinetic because we've still got most of the Kinetic is at the old prices and we've got 20% off it.
Yeah.
So it's very, very cheap compared to the prices nowadays.
It's cheap, like the budget.
Cheap.
Cheap. Almond cheap.
Almond cheap. What we're on about today? What was other thing we were mentioning yesterday when we were out and about?
Yeah. Can't remember now. But yeah, Almond cheap. That's a blast from the past.
Yeah.
Good program, that.
Same as usual. It excludes special offers and damage box kits because they're already priced individually.
Discounted.
And to be fair, they're normally, most of them are probably 15% or 20% anyway. So they're all individual prices, so we don't do them separately.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, it'll be fun. Be a fun
Very
day.
nice. Nathan's doing well. Look, Deckle's going on.
Yep, the old Italeri ones they're all right.
That's it.
Then Airfix for the stencils.
Tony's off to Silverstone on Saturday.
Is
It's
it?
on Silverstone.
Wow, what's happening at Silverstone?
It's not touring cars, is it?
Is it?
I don't know.
Bank holiday.
Have you? Sorry, because clearly I've been watching a load of rubbish this afternoon. Whilst I've been waiting for things to edit, but I saw one of this, I don't know what it was, like an American Mustang or a Dodge or something going around a track. Anyways, brakes fail. Have you seen that one? Brown
No.
trouser. So he literally comes off. He goes out through the security gate, out onto the main road, avoids a car narrowly, and then swerves in because he's got no brakes, so he can't stop, and then swerves into this road. And just makes it off, but he comes completely off the track and then off outside the circuit onto the road and just coasting to a stop.
Wow.
Proper brown trouser, that one.
Yeah, I bet.
Johnson. Wait till August. I'll have a race car built, some proper nerdy stuff to waffle about.
Oh,
Cool.
nice. Very nice.
My favourite, most expensive pastime was when I used to take my Subaru to track days. It used to cost a fortune.
Yes.
You could take your new car when you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Oh, Tony's doing a driver experience.
Oh, nice.
Sports car plus a GB Superbike.
No, super bikes.
Nice.
Don't fall off.
Mm. Yeah, don't
Have you
drop
done
it.
anything about your birthday present yet, Phil?
I haven't. I did say that I would look at it this weekend, though, because obviously you need to book it up. So, like I said to Matt, I have to wear GoPros on my head, arms, crutch, cover all the angles.
Yeah. What, have you crammed in the rear turret?
Yeah, this is it. Me folded up into various turrets.
Is Tam's going with you, I presume?
Yeah, we said we'd do it as like a weekend away.
You're going to get her to take photos of you from the outside so we can...
Yes, laugh.
Yes.
I have to get this axe to break the plexiglass to get you out.
Yeah, that's it. I have to get the Vaseline out.
Let's
Squeeze
try
me
and
out.
Get into it first.
Very
Double
nice. Nice. Cool. Right, so guys, what do you think of the new format with us all on? Or are we distracting? Did you prefer it the old way? Do you like the new way? Bit of feedback would be always much appreciated. You can either drop it now or let us know in the show notes, so to speak, down below.
What you could do with doing this is really interactive, like Sky now do on Formula One. So they could click on individual ones as they wanted
Yeah,
to.
I haven't quite got the technology to do that.
We've not got Sky's budget. Have
But
we?
again, I don't think Sky have either, because every time I've tried to use the
Oh, what the
sliding cockpit thing, it's rubbish.
Yes.
About 20 seconds out of sync, and it's don't work half time anyway.
I think it's rubbish, isn't it? I can't do it because I've got the Now TV one. I can't do it on that.
John Philippe says it loves it. Tony says no likey. Looks good to me, like it. Sorry, Tony. Excellent, love it, Phil. More engaging.
That's what we're trying to do, is be more engaging with it all, really.
Why don't Tony like it then?
Yeah, why don't you like it, Tony?
Come on, Philip. On my laptop.
Oh.
Oh, well, there you go.
Is it because it's a bit small on the laptop, is it? Well, that's the whole point of having it like this, so, you know, we can sort of more focus. The whole point is mainly for when we're doing building days. As we're all doing more interesting bits, we can have it on there.
Just wait till we start doing it in 3D.
Yes.
Yeah.
What, poking at the screen, throwing things at the camera.
There you go. Looks like a bit of a hit then, isn't it?
Watch things come screaming out of someone's tweezers across the screen.
Yes.
You can duck.
Choose something else to work on Saturday, I think. Just in the stencil zone with the Harrier.
I definitely need to get my seatbelts done tomorrow before Saturday.
Otherwise, who's going to do it live on Saturday? That's what he means.
Live on air, that's what it means.
Live on air, that's how we should be. Zoomed in, it'll be on Andy Cam.
Come on, people, who wants to see Andy doing his seatbelts live on air?
I think he should, because he's there for 20 minutes trying to get it in the hole.
Yeah.
They'll change that, don't they?
It's all right, Shell. He's used to this.
That'll be good outtake TV, that.
Yeah.
It would. Oh, look, there we go. It's a nice little one, Dave.
See, this is the thing where I've basically spent most of the day fixing toilets and mouse. When you order from Amazon, you think, I'll just squeeze something else in. I thought,
Yep.
I think that's fresh off. I think that's a brand new release or re-release.
Is that the Marlet or the Wildcat?
The Wildcat, I'm going to do it in the Guadalcanal Marines, the box top.
Yeah.
I think I might do that on Saturday because watching me put stencils on is just going to be a bit boring, isn't it? But yeah, this is a kit that I thought I missed it the first time it came out, and then it's 1943 scheme, so add it to my little 1943 builds, I think.
Very nice. Very cool. Right. Okie dokie then. Right, so out with you tomorrow. We've got, obviously, you've basically got me waffling, doing the catch-up show, and also you've got the final part of this little lady of its build until we carry on then with the base. But I said the base will be a while, and obviously we'll try and edit it into some semblance of it, makes sense. But for the moment, though, this bit is all completed. She is all done, so you can go off and see the final part of that one. And then obviously if you're voting, it does look like I'm going to be doing the DR9, which is going to be quite nice. So that'll be starting next week with that one. Obviously we're live with you at 10 o'clock in the morning. The sale for PME type stuff starts what time?
Midnight tonight.
Tonight, is it? Oh, right. Okay. So you can go around and have a look at it tonight. I'll take you around it tomorrow as well to have a look as well on that one. So yes, good job. Fair enough. Right. Okay then, guys, if we're all done, thank you very much for joining us this evening. Absolute pleasure as always. Don't forget, obviously, we'll be back with you on Saturday morning. It'd be lovely to have you along at one of the shows if you can make it as well. So until later, everybody, happy bowling. Say goodbye, gentlemen. We're all out of here.
Bye.
Bye-bye.